Oh my god, it's GamerFromMars. What is E up to right now?
Started using a vibrator and giving stripteases.
Guys, I think it's Rat's time. So, yeah, he's reviewing a lot of porn stars recently. Okay, wow. 7 months already. It is definitely a sudden shift of content, I'm not gonna lie. And we'll have to watch all of it. No! Oh no! Anyways, my friends. Incel alert, guys. Uh-oh. It is one thing to be an incel, and it's a whole nother thing to be an incel with 1 million subscribers. Let's go, baby! Rat exposed literally because 7 months ago. Like, what are we talking about? This is so beautiful. Welcome to Deadmaus Drama. Let's go, boy. We found one. Let me remind you of all them rats that I have caught so far. Mr. H3H3, for just being a hateful individual for the most of his career now that he started making money. Then you have Nerd City, nerding all over Sniper Wolf. It's getting very uncomfortable to watch, bro. Obsession. Then you have a person who's just leeching YouTube because he's a streamer. He can just dump a bunch of content on this platform. Ugh. Annoying, bro. Obviously, Drama Queen. She's kind of the only female, so I'm not gonna fucking trash Pokemon too much right now. Maybe she get to, you know, pack the rats together and move on with her life, basically. All my little rats. You wanna go with me? You wanna do walk of shame out of YouTube? And finally, it all started with, oh my god, did you know that Jacksepticeye is autistic? I think he's a rat. I don't think he's autistic, bro. I think he's just the fucking weirdo of the internet. That's what's going on. People who like horror games are just fucking weirdos. It is what it is. So I hope you're excited to find out how much fucking incel energy are we gonna discover watching all of these weird ass videos about porn stars. Because of course we need to know the history of porn stars. They're so important right now. Alright, let me eat my breakfast first and then holy shit. We'll start. I will activate incel energy counter. It's gonna be a lot of that. The moment we reach 100 levels of incel energy, Mars is officially a rat caught and defeated.
Mia Khalifa soon turned into a full journey down the Khalifa rabbit hole, as I began listening to discover an untold tale of one of the most famous people on the internet that no one has actually bothered to piece together.
I wonder why. What?
In short, I want
them and how did you get out of them?
I got into them because I didn't think highly of myself.
You didn't get out of them, though. The way she says it, and it's like one of my new insights of like, yeah, she was in them. She had this sheer esteem that women are a positive influence usually. And if they share, well, you fed a man. I hope you're happy with it.
following the marriage.
Calling it a relationship because the dynamic was not one of a relationship. It was more one of someone who saw a toy to play with. They just laughed.
Basically, BBC, oh no. Oh no, BBC. Why did you take a porn star? Don't do that. What is happening? Oh, this is crazy. This is a test run, my friends. Just like Mars is doing, the first of his many videos to come. But because he puts them side by side, suddenly makes a shift, you know, of like, oh, I found a way to make content, you know? It's suddenly gonna get more and more outrageous as we head deeper of him exposing porn stars or whatever. Which actually includes this. This is from that this video, that clip that I started with. And Mia Khalifa podcast is terrible. Oh man. See what I'm talking about?
Khalifa would become one of the most notorious names in porn, which is
Yay! Please say porn more times. This is why I watch Disney and more than that other thing.
contracted to become a content creator and build her social media following. Through this, many people wanted to hear her story, as she
Here you go. Many people wanted to hear her story. So, Mars, if she's telling her story, what the fuck are you doing? You know?
began speaking years ago in a video covering her. Every interview
Oh, he already covered her. Oh.
she does usually
In what substance did you cover her?
revolves
The word porn.
See? She fucking sneaked in, bro, in social media and pulled all them incel energies, bro, for herself. Kind of baited them into caring more, you know? It just worked perfectly. How did you lure Mars Gamer into exposure, bro? You should be so proud of yourself.
Star appears immediately. That is something.
That being said, through deeper digging, I was able to compile, so haven't connected everything. I think I wanted a simple, high-quality, all-in-one face cream to apply every morning.
Oh my god, he's selling face cream, dude. Holy shit, man. What is wrong with you?
Academy, a boarding school 12 located in Woodstock, Virginia.
No.
This next.
Well, you know,
I can't wait to use face cream as a joke. Oh my god. I can't wait. Has such a beautiful
Adult
face,
context.
baby face.
well, you know,
Settled as she turned her attention to another way of still having the military around her.
What the fucking military are we talking about? I mean, that's where the porn industry started, I imagine, in the military. Also known as Bella Porn, not Porch.
Without being directly sex after watching explicit content.
He had a very unhealthy porn obsession.
No! No, DeFranco, run!
It
as
was to the
fast
point
as
where-
you can.
But interestingly, with enough digging, you can see that they both seem
Diggy diggy hole, my friend.
to be. It was from that lead that I uncovered lewd photos of Mia on multiple subreddits prior
Ooh, you uncovered some photos.
to her professional career. You already. Should I leave? LOL. Yes.
You should leave Mars. You should leave her alone.
I'll leave out her and Cody and getting excited. Here you can see Mia messages turning into posts showing full-on explicit acts. One Redditor states, "Comes over for our weekly
I really do. Oh my god, it's accelerating, guys. It's getting out of control. Red alerts, man. Holy Jesus.
card and jumping into hardcore porn less believable since there seemed to be a slower progression towards that."
Yay, slow progression. He uncovered. You bad girl, Mia. Oh my goodness.
Many show that her explicit internet debut was much earlier than any source listed as currently, and talked about these
Thank you, Mars. You exposed her so well.
accounts. But
You deserve something in return, am I right?
Reddit say definitively this is real. He does provide pictures of Mia which are not available anywhere else on the web, so you can be the judge. Not Dirty Chem
I'll be the judge, man. I'll be the judge.
claims that risque and
No one else had these images. How dare you? You know? You have exclusive Mia images. It's crazy.
embracing it, graduating from El Paso. I combed through all the school's commencement names dating from 2010 to 2020, and her
No, don't do that,
legal name was
bro.
not. Pissed off at her parents.
Like, it was like, man, you feel bad because it's like, well, I didn't dance that long. I was only doing it because I was pissed off at my parents.
If you're keeping track, this makes 3 possible stories as to why Mia became an adult
I'm keeping track, dude.
actress. Either it was because she wanted validation, was angry at her parents, operation based in Miami that specializes in women with large breasts. Mia has barely ever cared that the young, naive, and vulnerable Mia would become one of the most notorious porn stars for one particular scene that
Naive little gamer is gonna become the most famous porn planet.
watching or engaging in porn is considered haram. Seeing someone wear
Yes, it's haram, Mr. Incel.
a job while
I did it for 3 months, 4 years ago.
although claiming to have left the industry after only 3 months, this statement is pretty dubious. She had posted naked pics and videos on Reddit, worked at a strip club, and filmed multiple scenes at Scoreland before her 3-month stint shooting with Bang Bros, and even then continued to model and webcam there for at least another year afterwards. While all this was going on, she began her divorce from her husband's new relationship.
Yeah, just some facts you just can't be sniffing around for.
She felt like this
Crazy.
exec filled with cockroaches.
But hey, You get inspiration for a face cream right after doing research like that.
That the industry wasn't making her happy, she eventually tried to go back to a normal life, but that proved difficult. And
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult, Mars. It's gonna be so difficult.
many of her via Duke Williams. She even claims that Drake slid into her DMs, but didn't provide proof.
There's not enough on her face. Let's go, babe. And
That's my face right there, bro.
We all know existing as a content creator opens yourself up to people
We all know that.
targeting you. In Mia's case,
Targeting you.
this would end up being Sandberg, after many years of being suspicious of men, since they all seem to either objectify or be embarrassed to be
Yeah, that's interesting. There are bad men out there, guys.
seen with her. Robert made the ex-adult film actress feel safe and loved.
He said loved, guys. Oh my god.
He had not seen her
so
X-rated
beautiful.
videos the days of the pandemic.
He said love to a person that I don't give a fuck about. I don't care about me.
Unfortunately, when she released a tweet claiming that she had only made over $12,000 for all damages and to
What the fuck is going? Help me, please.
remove her name
What
and
is
videos from the
Damn, okay.
sits that journalists were not fact-checking her claims and taking every statement she made at face value.
But Mars is not a regular journalist. He will fact check everything.
They even provide life over the past decade that has made her a magnet for outlets to report on. So I just wanted to take a moment to run down some of the most interesting of these headlines. Call out the 21-year-old singer Madison Beer for allegedly
Get out of here, Madison Beer. Fucking trash she is in comparison.
had absolutely no proof for her accusations of
I have proof. I have proof she is low influence and she can be trash.
the artist having it. You're selling your body to the government. This
Ooh. She's
was just
spicy
another
now.
blur cross-reference the archives for more definitive proof, leading to this account
Ooh, he found her secret Twitter.
referring to her husband as Kem the Thriller, similar to the spicy Reddit accounts. If that wasn't damning of human beings as I am in Israelis, they are literally the scum of the
Damn, bro.
earth.
third engagement.
Oh no, she's struggling in her marriage for some reason. What happened there? What could possibly go wrong for a porn star?
Engaged. We should not be afraid to leave these men. We
Don't worry about it. Don't. You have nothing to give to them.
are not stuck with these sanctimonious things.
Marriage is not sanctimonious thing. If you're not a lovable person for the rest of someone's life, then oopsie doopsie, you know? That's your fucking problem. See? The shit that Mars is actually digging up, like, there's no merit to it. Like, he's saving a fucking corpse, a walking fucking corpse, that is spitting out fucking garbage out of her mouth. Terrible advice to women. Terrible, influence to women. Like, what is Mars doing, bro? Why does he need to piece together this bullshit story? This one, I'll take. But then there's more. And they have to be increasingly more justified. Because, I get it. It's shitty women. Alright, what else is new? Is he actually catching rats and becoming a rat while catching rats? Wait 1 second. Wait a second. There's almost a rat in there.
Subjects. But for me, I'm just left feeling bad. Even if you put some
It's over. Research is over. Left feeling bad.
of the blame on her and constantly being objectified as a teen, along with a rabbit hole down the sexual taboo,
Rabbit hole, let's go, baby.
has clearly made relationships difficult for the influencer. As
Oh, sure it will, man. We're having a very difficult relationship right
of 2024 get-go, but I think the truth is more gray than that. She deserves sympathy as she was pushed down
now. Sympathy, guys. She was pushed down a path of where no woman goes.
this path, but also needs to take some
Next, please. I'll double check if there's nothing crazy going on. This is a fucking 1.5 hours, though.
effort to the Wikipedia page about me was vandalized with misogynistic language, pornography, and racial slurs.
Let's go. Let's go. He found it.
In hindsight, something I can't shake the feeling of is that Anita knew what she was doing here. Given
I can't shake the feeling off, guys.
her previous intrinsic to the movement, there are many opposing views within feminine sex positivity. The only time she addressed this
Let's go.
was in a brasser,
Bro, I just fell asleep.
raising over
All I heard is something about sex, bro. And that GamerFromMars is no longer really a gamer. That's it. That's all I
75 grand for
remember.
well heavily redacted
Wait, the Gamergate. I've heard she cheated on some dudes and it turned into Gamergate.
And many documents promise 12 videos with a specific list of subjects.
Ooh,
But if we look at the top circulated,
boring. Actually, I'm just realizing how boring it was. Yeah, Mars is not exactly someone I should be subscribed to, actually, because his content is boring as fuck right now. Let me see, guys. Let me see. He does circulate around YouTubers, first of all, right? Rectful. He does analyze a situation in case you really give a fuck about that. But you know what? Don't. I mean, died from COVID, though? But then 100 rappers that will not be missed. Many. This is interesting. And why is it 3 fucking hours long? Sometimes, wait, is this Chris Regan? Probably someone I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going on here, dude.
to eliminate a large
He sometimes delivers around some interesting shit. And again, I can't say that this was stupid, but it's getting fucking sus. And I like that.
span since he
Yeah, full history of literally every single controversy. It's a little bit offbeat with the size, and I could shrink it down to 1 hour and lay Mars to rest. Because that happens to be the most interesting, well-made video in the midst of all the crap that he's doing right now. What is this?
managed to unite the
So far, I see a bunch of movies and games in here, and maybe TV shows, right? It's not that crazy.
internet and out.
So Powerpuff script got leaked. Oh,
Coming back
boy.
here is probably why.
And they canceled the show. I wish I had something anyways. Like, I wish it was a flop than a fucking cancellation.
Because she's the one who killed.
Video with big
So yeah, if you want to catch up on every single controversy that ever existed and can be referred to, sure. I don't know half of these, man.
aspirations
Maybe even 80%.
after proving Sky's initial launch. But
Yeah, No Man's Sky was compared to Hytale. And, oh, if you release Hytale too early, like, don't fucking overpromise then. Don't overpromise crazy things. Just keep adding on and gathering, basically, player base for yourself. You're gonna keep people excited about the new updates while already having something to offer. I think No Man's Sky was fine, it's just overhyped, and maybe because it needed investors. Who the fuck knows, right? Money makes things very distorted. Funny enough. Anyways, back to the incel.
Oh, don't cry.
Don't cry. There's more people who should be more humiliated right now.
How she's claiming
no one has really broken down the true story behind her.
Stop doing that! Stop it!
But rather just do surface level breakdowns regurgitating
Fucking rookies, bro, am I right?
from wiki articles and headlines, lacking context for their claims. After
Damn, dude. This is so crazy. He doesn't understand, bro. Why do these people just did the surface level? You gotta go deep, man. You gotta go balls deep into research here. This is so important for people to understand.
spending the past
Bro has found himself. I can't. The fucking vibe shift is so crazy, dude. Holy shit.
month
man.
of digging into it myself, though, I discovered a treasure
Digging into it myself. I spent a month looking at all these loot
tale of an
pictures,
abused
right?
woman that has suffered from mental illness and tragedy with a deep
Yeah. And she does not deserve respect if she's suffering from a bunch of fucking stupid shit.
backstory that truly ran ahead of myself.
Yeah, you're getting ahead of yourself, bro. Simping for a shit person, basically. Yet to be revealed a shit person, we're getting ahead of ourselves, but it's still very fucking likely now that we have one discovery of like, oh yeah, you're a shitty person. Yeah, you're shitty.
Here. So let me
Yeah, you just jump from one controversy to the other. You're Mia Khalifa, you're pretty shitty.
start. Something horrible had happened that at first no one knew, which
I did research on porn stars. I am not proud or ashamed. I just did what I did. I had one question alone. When did they start their career? At which age? And when did they do all the interesting things? Double dig, bro. Double black dig, bro. And it didn't take her a long time to become like fucking one of those weird porn stars, you know, one of those spicy ones. Mia Khalifa is not on the list. I didn't give a fuck about her at all. Raid happens to not have anything spicy. So yeah, Lana Rhodes actually comes from a very weird place considering the fire emoji. Some of these are specifically just max stats at 18 years of age, just started doing everything in the porn industry. So I'm revealing my incel energy at this point, but this was like actually like legit interesting research for me of who's the biggest sinner, I would say. That was kind of funny. It's also funny to be able to do that, and it's like roughly the age. It actually does take a little bit of research to do, so I kind of dropped it. It's not. It's a one-time thing, guys.
A chaotic
One-time
environment
thing.
for the other work to lay.
But yeah, at 20 years of age, she was doing hardcore shit.
Some Lana developed
Just so you know how fucked up she actually is. All right, just so you know.
severe anxiety
Gotta be ready. You never know.
over the Lana and ripped out her hair, which shocked them when she started going to
All right, so her whole family was mentally ill. Who would have thought? That's crazy. Dude.
therapy.
And they did catch us, but not like during the blowjob. They let me like continue doing the blowjob. But then I was a really dashed.
I was bad and troubled kid, guys. Yeah, you need excuses. These fucking weirdos need excuses. Of like this whole time I was building up this troubled kid behavior. I mean, it is what it is. You can be born a killer. That you don't respect your parents whatsoever. Meaning that you only possess negative traits and your family will suffer the consequences most of the time. That's the killer thing. But she also kind of just ran away almost. It gets complicated.
Her luck was going to run, finally being sent to a detention center at just 16. Going to jail turned out
Jesus Christ, that's 16.
to be a
I was a virgin until I was 18.
Wait, we need to hear his comment.
She has contradicted this by talking about other sexual experiences at 16.
So whenever I was 16, as I was telling Lana earlier, I was a virgin until I was 18. I never even kissed a guy from my high school, but there was one guy who I did anal with whenever I was 16.
After only a month together, Lana tattooed John's name on her rear end, as Lana
Oh my god.
began working with her estranged.
It is children's YouTube channel, am I right? Bro has grown up all the way up to a whole different section of YouTube, basically.
father, who out about her scandalous
Fucking rat section.
job. John hid it from John.
Look, let's put it this way. Do I want Lana's story to come out in full spectrum, or do I want my story to come out in full spectrum? So I become something, while Lana just becomes someone who made excuses. I don't know if her position is gonna actually evolve. Like, why would people attach to porn stars? This is not fucking. I wouldn't say normal at this point. It's not a power move. It's a weak person's move to attach yourself to porn stars, just like what's happening right now. Kind of attempting to humanize them, which is like, what's the point exactly? You never get to see her as a human being. Is that like the scarcity thing? But this is a very exclusive fucking type of content. I don't know what it's useful for. And it's just weird.
As well as Dan of it.
I would rather watch like undiscovered artist, undiscovered person being talked about But that's just the level of American culture. Like, they can only speak facts. They can't even do, like, exposure on people's content that they make. And there's not a lot of celebrities in actuality.
I went to the strip club and that was fine.
No, that's kind of the point. To expose underground artists
Like miss it some.
who at least did something interesting, right? Instead, we were just exposing what exactly? When did she do anal for the first time?
Times.
The young woman
This is for me to connect link points.
sent email inquiry to women.
Never have I ever connected a YouTuber with porn stars, by the way. Maybe I could have done that with Logan Paul, but you get the idea.
However, Mark
right?
refused to see it. I also can't help but point out this is exactly what I would imagine an adult entertainment manager would look like. Regardless
Truly. Talking about them looks. Are you gonna sell your fucking lotion? Face cream, please? What is the sponsor of today?
someone in the industry world for another
It's hard to even make even a single fucking insult. I swear, without getting caught red-handed.
4 months. She even did an interview herself. It's clips like these that show you just how seedy the adult entertainment industry can get. And Lana found herself for right back in the center of it. But Coomers were obsessed with Lana Rhoades as her demands skyrocketed like never before.
Very interesting fact, my friend. Very interesting.
As she re-entered the scene with
Fucking Coomers, bro. What the
406 manager felt like she needed to continue with the scene before seeing a doctor.
You know, I actually like broke it one time.
Broke your asshole? How's that work?
I don't know.
Stephanie and
Thank God I know that she broke an asshole one day.
cry and be like, girl, I want to kill myself.
I can't trust these people, bro. I can't trust porn stars. That's the whole fucking funny part about it. They can just say whatever the fuck they want. They can forge, and this guy is gonna be digging even more intensely because they can actually be slithering around the internet, throwing a bunch of stupid drama because they don't care about the consequences anymore. They don't care about their reputation anymore. That's the funny part, dude. Of course they will have excuses for everything they do.
I can't do this
My mental illness,
anymore.
guys.
They want group scenes as well as having to drink different types of bodily fluids on camera, on top of feeling the need to perform.
Don't cry.
It's interesting to point out that Lana claims she left her first manager, Mark, because he was giving her too much work. But looking at her filmography, it's apparent she shot way more frequently after she re-entered the space, even though she has since reframed the revival as just needing to pay her taxes. Regardless of the truth, it wasn't just
There's always that thing, the money thing is always privacy. You can do whatever you want to make money. And it's very difficult to actually like trace on that. It's always gonna be the excuse of like why you need money. You can find billions of reasons why.
Flew to Atlanta, but we went to somewhere called Alpharetta, stayed at like a Motel 7, something like that.
There's a Motel 7.
A woman came with like giant horse needles and a cone.
she injected this because a previous BBL surgery failed, leaving her with scars and feeling there was no legitimate option to turn to.
That 2 times. My butt was way too big after the second time. About a year ago, I got part of my ass
Kinky scenes, it's not surprising that the young woman was going down a very dark path,
And he will follow that path, no matter what, this white knight boy.
which would come to seem believed to be true is not who she is. She has physically harmed me and emotionally caused distress.
Here you go. Oh wow, it's so beautiful. So we figure out that we shouldn't like Lana Rhoades after all, should we? This is so pain. Like, it exposes the fucking demon, basically. Demon exposure, and it's like, of course it's ugly. Of course her life is ugly. Like, Jesus Christ.
Megan Rain, another adult, and Mike soon realized that they had a lot in common. Both had used heroin in their youth and bonded over traumatic experiences.
That's a normal sentence.
They began, though not before she was uploading some sexy vlogs. In them, she would show girls and taking off their clothes and playing other lewd games. Lana's popularity said he had used it to jerk off, though I'm not sure if he understands what a condom is used for. In retaliation
Yeah, you know
for
all
his
about
lying,
it.
just 2 weeks
Oh my fucking god, he took a stab into researching who the father is. Oh, okay, dude. Because Lana happens to have a child.
does not mean that there was any ill intent behind it. People are sick trying to cause
The rug pull guy.
trouble for views. Lana then deleted her Twitter account.
You got the full story.
This didn't stop Adam to look at her old adult videos. She doesn't even recognize herself. All symptoms of BPD. She even claimed to possibly have
Yeah, just excuses keep stacking. Mental illness keeps stacking, bro. To create distance away from stressful things. How fucking interesting.
Autism following the many doctor's appointments
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
and had a rough go of it. Growing up with an abusive father, absent mother, and mentally unwell sister before getting sucked into the degenerate world of a creepy cult leader in early teens, proceeded by marrying a criminal at 18.
Yeah, the parent stuff is allegedly, by the way, so... My god, was this next level already, dude. It was next level. And we're not done yet. You know, he takes a little bit of break, and then comes back. Swinging, bro. Same months, by the way. He was pumping gas on this one.
I made a detailed video digging into
Why? Why did you do that?
the strange life of faulty to say the least, with many falsehoods treated as facts.
Yes. Yes, indeed. We dug very deep, and we know everything about her right now. We know so many facts. We are associating with the most important people on the internet right
What that video discovered this time was a man that didn't do enough research on a subject.
No, bro, no, you can't do this. You can't keep doing that, bro. Flexing his incel status of like, I've done so much research, boy. It's crazy. I can't believe this, bro. We have such a unique rat.
How I used to use Patreon.
Her claiming that there's no nudity on her OnlyFans is untrue, and I don't know what compelled her to say this. Sure, there's no hardcore scenes, but she does expose the upper half of her body. I find it strange that she would get this
He has fact-checked, guys.
defensive as Luch about her story. Perhaps that's why no one bothers to fact-check it. Basically, during this chat,
He wanted more, though. He was so disappointed in the podcast. He didn't get enough information, guys. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. So we have, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a porn star, right?
Sense of her own.
Okay, my apologies.
saying the severe injuries was identified to be a streamer and adult performer named
Was that adult performer? So I don't have to apologize for you being a fucking incel after all.
Adriana checked themselves as she became known as the adult star who literally broke her back. Well,
Oh my god, bro. Oh
this is
my
what
God.
launched new essential known as the adult star who literally broke her back. Well, this is what launched her name into the main
Yeah, that definitely launched her name into controversy, man. Gotta pick that up now.
stars in the X-rated industry. So who is
Yay. How did
Adriana? How did she end up at the TwitchCon phone?
This is getting next level, bro.
And did she
Holy
ever? Well, after
Did she ever recover, guys? Oh
100
my
hours of
God.
refresh and gently air-dried options
How the fuck does he get new sponsorships every single
directly to your
time,
home.
dude?
The reason why this is so much that deplete the food's
Dog food, he's degenerating though.
nutritional value and flavor contains naturally occurring
Fucking
flavors
hate dogs, and I love lotion for my face, dude. What happened to you?
and nutrients. Like dog absolutely
I just can't believe what happened to this guy. What the fuck,
loves the food himself.
man?
Strict morals. Adriana believed in God, attended church, and had a deep belief in modesty.
Thank goodness, man. Nothing can go wrong now.
I'd button it all the way up to
All this changed when she was 18 and developed an attraction
No! What could happen at 18? Jeez.
to her friend's older brother. After this rough deflowering, the young woman broke down and cried, admitting that she was a virgin to the brother who was horrified.
That was very odd.
Oddly enough,
at 18 years old, and I was making great money, like for
So this guy keeps showing up almost in every single fucking video. He's also doing research, but he's doing extortion research. So they're kind of on the same level with Mars right now. Except the difference, I don't know this guy, so he's fine. And he would have been a rat his whole time. It's like a drug addict meets incel. For a collab.
for East
dude,
Coast, I
what
made
the hell?
$500 to $1,000 a shift. That ever happened to me is me getting for hours while some guy's like partying, and I was just
I was like, this is like a very like kind of
It's amazing, bro. All these porn stars have lore in them. Lore you have never seen before.
like pimping thing.
American to perform. How do I put this without getting banned on YouTube? Triple
You already are banned.
rectum penetration. Yeah, that works.
Well, one month in
That works, bro. She went whole triple in there.
I had sex with
Feel threatened by Adriana's
so bitchy to me.
She became competitive in there, bro. Holy shit.
So I was being controlled
He had to research, double check that it did happen. The triple, fucking triple.
by
dude.
him.
One of the reasons she created such loyal followers was due to her willingness to sleep with fans on occasion. She even made adult news headlines
Ooh, you might have a chance.
for admitting finding men to sleep with off of Reddit
She might find you. That's pretty interesting.
and Craigslist.
Always.
As if sleeping with Redditors wasn't disgusting
Yeah, fuck these Redditors, man. I did research, bro.
enough. You see a Miss
One particular thing is that Americans know how to also avoid controversy by acting like robots that just talk about facts. And it's like, oh, I avoided controversy, guys. But once you compile enough choices, bro, opinions of what you want to do with your life, all of a sudden you can compile this vibe, Beautiful. Nah, she's not even pretty, dude. You're threading like dark waters right now. In danger of being a fan, being labeled as a fan. Hey, dude, do you want to film a YouTube video with me? And that's where it starts, That's where it's 3 children family starts, Like it gets out of control real fast, man.
Chechik
She just like, hey, dude, create a adult podcast, and you can ask all the important questions of Mia Khalifa because this guy's podcast was terrible, And it's not her podcast; it's someone else's podcast, by the way. Some dude was running a podcast. Stern Show is potentially also inviting porn stars like Logan Paul. Like, might as well Mars evolves into a person who does one of these things, right? And because he does a lot of research, he can really add on to his research, man. He really fucking incel energy. Oh my god. See? The future is bright for this man. This is if I had to choose. She's like super cute. And you can tell me her history because she's cute. Maybe she's not like fucking creepy degenerate, right? Pick up someone who's like actually like a normal person to not paint adult industry as just full of degenerates, please. Do something cool for once.
years.
He was like so kind, so nice to me. Like I don't think it was ever perverse on his part. He just wanted to be a dad and be a nice guy.
Later,
That was so glitch, bro. That was so glitch. Oh my god. He just wanted to be a dad. And be a nice guy, It worked. It's right there, bro. After I said these words.
when Adriana entered,
Necessarily like, oh, I thought he was hot, I want to f him. It was more like, wow, look at this strong man who's so kind and so nice to me.
Adriana still felt the same attraction to this man as I can't find any picture of her with this man. She never lists his name or any.
It's gonna be a future event. She's predicting the future. What are you talking about? Never saw. You'll take a picture of you together and go for a political campaign. It's fucking badass.
Anything connecting her to a mayoral. He calls this secret individual her foster father, which just isn't accurate as he didn't run a foster.
Who is this? What?
Knowing this man switched depending on the year, she tells
Who is that man? Am I right? It's such a glitch, bro. Holy crap.
the story.
Bypass being performer of the year because
She wanted to be performer of the year so hard and she failed. Her competitive spirit was completely rejected, bro. It's crazy. And now it's time for the excuses, bro. Let's
I
go.
was with an agent that nobody liked, and
While Adriana would be able to mend relationships
Yeah, we're gonna mend relationships when you start covering porn stars that I like personally.
following me,
Then we're gonna share the incel energy, incel burden, basically, and I will not feel bad about it no more.
tweets Chance with
It's all about sharing, okay? Sharing is caring. These rats, they have a lot of things for themselves, but it will cause problem, all right? And will cause a lot of problem in the future. So they better be sharing and caring right now for the things that I'm dropping here. All of them in one bucket, basically.
if you bitch about it, caused her immense backlash.
That's pretty good, though.
While these
I kind of agree on that one. For like 3 seconds, 'cause that's how long you can agree with that fucking tweet.
Adriana was off topic, but
minutes, and then I started getting And then I ended up having a DP with my boyfriend and this random masseuse.
Yeah, why nerd couldn't just say you could have just said TAP, you know? We could do a research. We are nerds too, watching this channel, if anything, right? But he said triple rectum, guys.
Off topic.
There was no reason for me to be shooting 25 sex scenes a month.
She even went so far as to claim he pushed her to perform sexual acts that she wasn't comfortable with because it was his fantasy. This man was very active in the swinger community and would often bring Adriana around his older swinging friends, where she
there was a man, guys.
would engage in off-camera parties. Despite her ending things in 2020, the separate dependence
Every single relationship, bro. Oh my god.
by taking with a woman who was a chronic masturbator. While the
Chronic.
adult star believes that it was beneficial, she decided to get breast implants, which upset many fans who loved her natural look. She began making more money streaming than she would have from adult content.
Here you go. And then streamers get more money dumping their fucking bullshit on YouTube than streaming. It just never ends. Never-ending cycle of evolving and getting more money suddenly.
Pay her taxes for the past 7 years, and now owe the government over $1
Okay, that's a pretty funny
million.
one.
I'm not an accountant, but I heard. But
The interesting thing about incels, I imagine they would be targets for these adult stars, and he's just literally giving himself Ian. You know? That's the scary part. You start talking about adult stars and it's over, dude. I'm only seeing hints of this, but we'll see how it goes.
to refresh your memory,
She became just a regular streamer, though.
Next was shocking. As it turns out, Adriana was unknowingly pregnant and could
Oh, shit.
not receive any payment. Body is a free commodity. I die a bit every time you use
We know that part by now. But it's nice that she said
me.
that
The goal
out
was
loud.
never to, always been to grow past it. People were shocked at this, as she had been
That's nice. Back injury exposed who she really is. Lots of pain turned her into a normal human being. Funny how that goes.
one of the most sex workers
Alright, Mr. Beast, it's time to break something. Alright, it's time to break some bones. Let's see if you're a normal human being inside.
on the entire herself
I never wanted to be a biggest YouTuber ever. I always wanted to be a YouTuber just to escape and be a normal human being like everyone else.
at her house
man.
and suffered a seizure after undergoing such hardcore scenes, resulting in her rectum being torn and needing
Man, that rectum gets torn so hard right
surgery.
now.
Stitching it back
And then suddenly they're like, okay, well, can you do anal too? And I'm like, I've never done on camera. But they
After 100 hours of research, you say. I love that. Everyone's vibing with that.
It's a portal
But it's kind of bad. You know?
to OnlyFans, and
Disgusting.
portal to OnlyFans, and you know, it's in the same category as gambling, right? Because it's promoting poison, you know what I'm saying, in the brain, and it's making people
Yeah, you better not do that.
addicted.
but you definitely won't see me doing any public peeing. I don't want anybody to pee on me. Even with her promise to many wondered if these rough shoots would be good for her health, both physically and
Yeah, we're worried about you, man. We're fucking worried. Let me clean my mental health a little bit. Yeah, part of my job, bro. It feels so fitting right now. Why is the other half fucking... Wow, people just left. People just left, man. Dubstep started, I mean, Jesus. Yeah, the funny thing about all of these rants is kind of like I associate with them a little bit, I guess. Except horror autism, like, that's not it, man. But they're so derailed that it will never be my identity. And it kind of shows the possibilities of where you can go a little bit too far. Ah, Belle Delphine, baby. I mean, that's a sweet one. That's the one that actually has influence. So we might end on this note, my friends.
Belle would in the past 5 years, you'll know
Man, I tried to be on the internet.
the name
guys.
Belle Delphine, as I haven't seen anyone truly go through
Yeah, let's fucking go. Yeah. Say the same intro. So, the influence difference is 4 times.
Well, after over 100 hours of research, I'll do my
Here it comes, boys.
best to break Belle Kushner, Belle Delphine's birth name, was born in Cape Town, South Africa on October 23, 1999. 11 years of her life, Belle lived in the turbulent country. Theft, stolen cars, and home invasions were all common occurrences
Welcome to Africa, baby.
where they lived. That being said, Belle
That's crazy.
upwards and eventually met up with individuals
She's kind of like the next generation that actually cares about incels, because actually there's so many of them who would pay and be simps instead. So if Gamer cared about these women, I would understand. But he cares about the old porn stars, which is like, you gotta let go, man. Just gotta let go. Date pink-haired women instead. Then I'll respect you, dude.
individuals in real life. The thing is, these online chat
So we gotta figure out, who is he gonna end up with? That's the most important part, you know? What relationships, what story will Mars create for his life?
wasn't good enough on its own, as she wanted to find an interesting spin on the format, across pages, such as Reddit and 4chan, where she was considered a genius. It was on the Rolling Stone commented, describing her as an alien Disney princess porn star. Unhinged. She described her work as farming content for YouTubers who reacted to things online, a perfect symbiotic relationship. That's not to say every YouTuber basically encapsulated everything being said, but made the story a bit more cohesive. Indigo didn't just talk about the stolen nudes, but
We're close to 100, guys.
with all
America.
the money seemed there could give you herpes, leading to hospitalization and caused patient zero of COVID-19. While I'm reading I Eat Children, people were shocked that the extremely private individual
I didn't thought it was gonna be I Eat Children that breaks us 100.
had even Belle had been inching closer and closer to the possibility of filming an X-rated movie, but something mentally kept stopping her until she realized that soon.
She's got boyfriends. Well, I can't do this video anymore then.
However, Belle denied this, and no one else has really friend outright. Through my search, I was able to uncover a
But he was able to uncover the Belle Delphine's boyfriend. Let's go, dude.
man's name, but I'm at a point
Oh my god. But he's not quite sure.
that I don't think it's pertinent to the story at hand, so I'll just leave that research on the cutting room floor.
Ah, shit, man.
Besides chatting with creators who she was a fan of herself, it would have been best to stay as secretive as possible. Finally, now that Belle is in her mid-20s, the aesthetic she became more, and Belle even admits that if she was said, she has made millions of dollars and can retire whenever she wants, and at the way possible. Hear me out.
Yeah. No need to hear you out. I already told you, if you were into that shit, I wouldn't call you out. This is just the weirdest. And cartoonist, bro? What is this cartoonist thing? What's going on with the cartoonist, though? Could this also be weird? Sexual shit? What the fuck is this? 4 times. He pivoted into cartoonist and adult stars. Here you go. It happens sometimes. New videos weekly. What the fuck, though? I'm definitely numb watching all of this. It was definitely not that interesting in the first place. So, it's all justified. My actions justified his actions, yet to be. As a YouTuber, eventually you tread some weird-ass waters. I mean, you end up in a weird place. Sometimes mixing your hobbies with, and weird interest with the, might as well talk about it. His incel leaked.
She has always made content on her own terms without any sort of pimp coercing or profiting off of the
Absolutely. You made it on your own terms. See you guys next time. We caught him.